and today we're talking about lateral hip strength. So if you have been exposed to nutritious movement, restorative exercise, then you have probably encountered some of our key work, which is the pelvic list and the monster walk. So I want to show you some new things that might help you refine those and really, refine your lateral hip work. So this is the monster walk. Yeah, so maybe you have done this before, right? So we're sort of getting into the outside. That's what lateral means. So you can play around with that if you want, doing the monster walk. Sometimes maybe you've done this with a band, without a band. And then you're probably familiar as well with the pelvic list. So maybe you're pressing down, you're getting your weight back in your heel, you're pressing down through this leg, the one that's on the ground, clearing the other foot off the ground. Maybe you do this on a block, up and down. So what I want is to have you come down to the ground. You can bolster your head and shoulders if that would feel good. So we're going to do some of these like old school standard, leg lift kinds of things. So maybe you've done this before. And so just go ahead and however you would do this kind of abduction. Yeah. So now I want you to pay attention to a couple of things. So the first thing I want is to make sure that this bony part of your pelvis, this ASIS, is not behind the one on the other side. So you might need to roll forward a little bit and see if you can get those stacked vertically. And now I want you to do this sending your heel up first. So go ahead and see what that's like. Really leading with the heel, letting the forefoot drop toward the ground if it wants to. And for balance, this top leg might be a little bit behind your bottom leg. Yeah. All right. So come back down to a resting position. I want you to put your fingers right here in your hip flexors. So, and I want you to kind of hang out here, letting your pelvis be relaxed. You're not kind of working any direction or another. Your pelvis is relaxed, and I want you to feel here that there's no tension. So you're not working, right, when you're in this relaxed position. Go ahead and see if you can maintain just about that level of relaxation as you do this exercise. And you'll want to go slowly. And notice if there's a point at which this kicks on, right? You suddenly feel the muscle underneath your fingers tense, contract. Maybe check in with your ribs. Are they trying to help by pulling your rib cage forward? Can you let that stay back? Is your pelvis wanting to tuck? Can it stay relaxed? But really keying in here. How much can you let go of the effort here and send it back here? Great. So go ahead and take a little rest. You can switch sides too. And I'm just going to show you two exercises on the same side so that you... No, we're going to switch. We're going to switch because you might not do it otherwise. Right? All right. So coming this way, and again, you can lie flat if you want, but your legs are going to go sort of straight out. You'll have a little bend for support. Your rib cage is relaxed back. Bolstering up can help there. And so let's really refine this. So you notice the relaxation through the front of the hip. Yeah. You're leading with the heel. It can be really challenging to do this quickly and ensure that your hip flexors are staying turned off. So I recommend really moving slowly. And I get to about here and my ribs just want to support me. So I'm going to just kind of go to the edge of what I can do without manipulating other parts of my body, because this is what I want to key in on, yeah? Maybe one more. Yeah. So now that that first leg is sufficiently rested, let's come on back to the other side. And you're going to bring your legs into about a 45, degree angle. So you're not bringing them, you don't want a right angle at your hip. You want a little bit more of an angle there. 45 degrees from where you were when they were straight out. So now you're going to bring this top leg out. You're going to check in again, making sure that your pelvis is aligned so that this bony knob, this ASIS, is stacked on top of the other one and you're not rolled back. Notice if you have a tendency to tuck under or force forward. Again, putting this hand right at the hip crease, and see, can you abduct here? Without engaging your hip flexors. And if you're me, you're going to let your ribs relax back down. I'd also encourage you to check in with your pelvic floor right now. Are you holding on? Are you creating sort of additional tension as you do this? And can you allow for some openness? Really using yourself to measure the contraction and the tension through the front of that hip. Can you keep it turned off? And here, my range of motion here without pulling in is not quite as high. Let's do one more. And let's switch sides. So again, you're going to bring those knees not to a right angle, but to about 45 degrees off from where you start if you're straight out, yeah. Then you're going to straighten that top leg. You're going to check in with the pelvis. Notice any rotation. Make sure that it's stacked properly. Keeping your hand here to sense for any unnecessary contraction, then you're going to begin to abduct. So it's going to require that you lead with the heel. You can't put your toe up, and you can play around and see what that's like. That's going to engage these right away. So in order for your flexors to stay off, you'll need to really keep that heel heading up first. Continuing to breathe, yeah. And that's about all I have on that side. So especially if you are looking to really get at those lateral hips and you're not sure if you're using your psoas or your rectus femoris or, your iliacus to do some of those moves, the pelvic lift and the monster walk, then this is a great way to really refine your lateral hip work, make sure that you're getting into it, and wow, I mean, it's crazy intense. I feel like I could lie down for a nap right now. All right, that is it for today.